This is the Louie T Network. Hey, either you're outside or you're
in the lab room.
Who else could it be but me, your man, Louie T? Welcome. You are in the lab room. Of course, I am your host, Lou. Thank you for joining me. Week number 13 in the National Football League. Minnesota Vikings at home taking on the Carolina Panthers. Panthers coming off of a well-needed bye. Was that bye going to be enough to give them a late season push to win that morbidly bad NFC South? We shall see. Here's an opportunity. In the frigid cold temperatures, coldest game of the season thus far in Minnesota, could the Panthers get it done coming off the bye? So Minnesota jumps this Carolina team in the first half. Jumps out to a 28-6 lead at the half. And it happened quick. If you blink twice, you miss the action. You don't know what the hell happened. But this is what happened. Teddy Bridgewater comes out early on in the game, firing the football around. He's 3 for 3 on the opening possession, including a touchdown pass to tight end. And it's always good to see him in the lineup because when Kyle Rudolph is healthy, this Vikings offense looks so much better. He was back in this game, and he was in the end zone open. Teddy Bridgewater found him. And so, just like that, 7-0, Vikings on top. They proceed to block a punt. And the one thing I've noticed about block punts this year is you block one, you can block a couple in any given game. When teams have an issue protecting their punter, it seems to be an issue that lingers for the entire game. I've never seen more punts blocked in a season than I've seen this year. And I don't know if protection for punts are getting worse, if guys are just getting better, or special teams coordinators are getting better at scheming it up. But a lot of times, it's just breakdowns in protection. Guys coming scot-free, not understanding that you are supposed to take the most imminent threat to the punter. Whatever guy is closest to the inside, you take that guy first, you make the guy go around. And so Adam Thielen comes scot-free up the middle. Nobody touches him. He's able to engulf the football, blocks it, it stays right next to him, so he scoops it off the ground, gets up, breaks 2 tackles, gets in the end zone. It's 14-0. And for a Carolina Panthers team that struggles to score points, that was the worst start you could have possible in this game to get down 14-0. And that's been the story of this Panthers team all season long. It's slow starts. This team isn't good enough to track anybody down from behind. So to fall behind 14-0 to a Vikings team that I think a lot of people don't really understand how well they play defensively, that wasn't going to be a good omen for this Panthers football team. And so later on in the first half, another block punt. And like I said, when you get one punt blocked, it's nothing to get another one blocked. And this one is blocked by Jasper Brinkley. It's scooped up by Griffin, and Everson Griffin moseys on into the end zone. It's now 21-6 in this game. And at this point, the Vikings are in control. Teddy Bridgewater is able to orchestrate a late first half touchdown drive, able to find Greg Jennings some poor tackling on the play by the Carolina Panthers. He makes Kason miss on the play, then is able to get into the end zone. It's 28-6. At that point, you know goodness well Carolina isn't scoring 28 points to tie the game, let alone win it by needing to score in the 30s. Not going to happen, as the Minnesota Vikings dominate this football game from start to finish, 31-13. This is a Vikings team, man. Despite all the injuries and the Adrian Peterson saga, they had no Adrian Peterson. They haven't had him essentially for the whole season. No Jerick McKinnon. No secret weapon. They still get it done. You know, they've been without Kyle Rudolph for the majority of the season. You've got guys like Charles Johnson stepping up. Teddy Bridgewater doing just enough. Again, gaudy numbers, no, you won't find him here. But he manages the game very well. They're not asking him to go out and throw for 300 yards. Just make the plays when they're there. Take what the defense is giving you and get us in the end zone. And that's what he did in this game. And they get it done. Vikings go to 5-7 on the season. This is a very solid football team. They're building something in Minnesota. And they get it done 31-13 for Carolina. It's been bad all season. You're in a bad division. You had a chance. You were playing for something. Even though you were 3-7-1 coming into the game, you were playing for something and you looked like you were playing for nothing. And can I say this? I haven't heard anybody say this, but can I say this? Is Ron Rivera on the hot seat? Can he get fired? Because I didn't like Ron Rivera before the season last year. I thought he was going to get fired. Then you get hot, you go on this improbable streak. Can Ron Rivera get fired? Because to me, he's not a good coach. And I don't know how you Panthers fans feel about that, but I'm not a Ron Rivera guy. And this season, to me, like I said, I thought he was set up to fail anyway. I mean, the way they came into this season, you weren't supposed to win, and you're seeing why you weren't supposed to win. This is not a good collection of talent. This is not a good coaching staff. This is not a good football team. When Jason Avant says, I need to get out of here because this offense is terrible, and goes to Kansas City, you know you have a problem. When your fourth receiver is saying that I need out of here. I need to get out of here now because this offense stinks. Sums it up pretty much in Carolina right now. So that's going to do it for Panthers. Vikings. Panthers dropped to 3-8-1. Still alive in that morbidly bad NFC South division. But you can go ahead and rest assured that this Panthers team isn't going anywhere but home when the season is done. Vikings go to 5-7 on the season. That's going to do it from Vikings. Panthers, if it happens in the National Football League, whether big or small, we cover it all here in the lab room. Come back and join me. I got plenty more games to break down in week number 13 in the National Football League. See you in a bit.